Hello. We're going to talk about three-card spreads today. I'll be doing some samples. I'll put an overhead here. And that's what we'll be doing. This is my new Corona look. So whenever I go outside, this is what I look like now. I could rob stagecoaches too, but there aren't any. There's no stagecoaches around, so this doesn't help me. But I should keep this on so you don't catch it. Don't want to give it to you. I don't have it, but that's because I take care of it with this. Everything's fine. Linda and I are fine. Hope you are fine too. But we're going to talk about the three-card spread. And what I wanted to mention right in the beginning is that, three-card spread, past, present, and future. I mentioned this before, about 2 years ago in one of my videos. And past, present, and future is fine. That's usually what the three-card spread is. But looking at it as just, this is what happened in your past, this is what happens now in your present, and this is what's going to happen in your future. That doesn't really help you as much as looking at it as the past is what happened in the past, or what have I gained in the past that will help me with what I'm trying to accomplish. How can I use some of that to help me in my quest of whatever it is I'm trying to do? What am I doing right now in the present? Am I doing the right things? Or should I be doing something differently? It helps me look at what I'm doing right now in the present. And then the future is your opportunities. What should I be looking for as far as opportunities to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish? And that's a good way to look at it. Positions of a card spread are just aspects of your question. So past, present, and future, those are useful ways to look at that. But you could also I like to use strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities too. What are my strengths in this situation? What are my weaknesses that I should protect, watch for, maybe strengthen? And what are my opportunities coming? So that's another three positions that you can use for past, present, and future, for the three-card spread instead of past, present, and future. You could put whatever you wanted in there. In Essential Tarot, I came up with a card spread called the 216. And the 216 is 6 different aspects that can be put in position 1, 6 different aspects that can be put into position 2, and the same for 3. And those are picked randomly for each position and combined with each other, creating 216 various combinations of aspects that you can look at your question with. See, and this is aspects of your question, and we know that now. Forcing yourself to look at random aspects forces you to see your question in different ways that you didn't look at before. And this could be helpful because you would have never thought of looking at it that way before. So the 216 is an essential. It's my spread, and I think you'll like it. Also, in Radical Tarot, I do something called Scamper, a card spread called Scamper. Scamper's a 7-card spread. Scamper is based on Michael Michalko's, he's a creative consultant. He's made a deck of random cards to be placed in elements of your question. And he's a very successful creative consultant. And in his little booklet here, one of the techniques used is called Scamper. And Scamper is 7 positions or aspects of your question. And those positions spell the word scamper. S is how you can, what can I substitute? Something that I can substitute in my question with something else that I'm not realizing here. C in scamper is what can I combine in this situation I'm looking at that I'm not combining? Does that help me in some way? A is what can I adapt? Something I can adapt to it that would make or adapt this situation or set of issues that are going on with me. How can I adapt them to be something more useful in some way? M is how can I modify something in my question? P is how can I put this to some other use? Maybe I'm trying to take this situation and use it for this. Maybe I could use the same situation in some other area of my life that'll be more useful. And E is what can I eliminate in this that would it help me if I eliminated something, streamline it, make it less confusing. And then R, what can I reverse in procedures or strategies or something that would, if I turn things around, would it help me? 7 elements of your question. So I've taken Scamper and just simply made it a card spread. And basically it's the same thing. And then we use tarot cards as a random stimulus to be placed into those elements of the question to spark ideas on how does this card help me see something that I could substitute or combine or modify in some way. Rearrange, reverse, eliminate. That's what the cards do. They help us spark ideas by looking at the card metaphorically or in some other way that will help us spark ideas to work well with that position of my question, position the cards laid in. That's what a card spread does. Today that's called conceptual blending. It's a creative thinking technique, and it works very well. It helps you find ideas that you didn't see before you sat down with those cards. And that's exactly what we're doing with a card spread. And an idea is a prediction, something to be done yet in the future. In other words, seeing into the future. But we're going to look at, see, this is going to be samples of the 3-card spread. I'm not going to go get fancy with it. We're just going to go with past, present, and future and show you how the cards work with that. I'll be using my deck, which is not out now. It's April. I took it off the market in March, February, because of the Corona thing. I made about 30 runs. I had it in January and February. I did over 30 runs to the post office with those packages, and I thought it was just a bad idea. So this will be coming out again this year, along with a placemat that I'm working on now for the cards. But so it'll be out again. As far as the virtual meeting that I'm planning on having, that's going to be, that's going out. I'm finding out a lot about how to work that. It looks like it's going to work out fine, and it should be in May. And you'll all be posted about that, told on YouTube when this is going to be. Probably be about 12 o'clock Chicago time, noon. And the first one's just going to be for about an hour or so, and then we'll see where it goes from there. And it's just going to be questions and answers. Doesn't cost anything. It's just going to be us getting together and talking about tarot cards. So it should be fun. I'll be using Zoom for that, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Should be a good time. So That should do it. I'll turn the camera around and we'll get started. All right, we're back. Three-card spread. Using my deck, by the way. Marseille. This is the Tarot Marseille. And, but any deck will work. Again, I don't use reverse meanings, so, but you can use them, you know, if it doesn't make any difference, and just, you can still get something out of this sample here that I'm making, because it's not going to really hurt anything if you don't do it exactly the same way I do it. So first, what I'll usually do is I'll ask the client to cut the cards into 3 packs, like this, and then as they're telling me their question, I turn over the top card of each pack, and then I'll decide. And my questions are always the same with you on YouTube, and that's just how are we going to achieve our goal. Because we all have different goals we're trying to achieve, and you might be able to benefit from these readings that I'm doing. So how are we going to accomplish this goal we're trying to accomplish? And I'm going to say here, how are we going to advance forward here with the 8 of Pentacles? But you can see where you could use all of these. A new direction from the page on how we're going to accomplish this. This might be a new situation we're trying to accomplish with the Ace of Cups. And this is advancing forward with how we're going to accomplish this. So I'm deciding all of them would work. I'm just going to use the 8 of coins. And that's the pack I'm going to decide to use. Those go out of play. That becomes the first card. Past, present, and future. All minors, all pips. Again, with the Marseille deck, you can see where using reverse meanings didn't really work out well. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. There is no reverse on that card. Doesn't make any difference which way you turn it. You could say that this is right side up versus upside down because of the way the sword is angled. But a lot of the pips are like this. You can't really reverse it. That's probably why I don't use them. I've never really learned with them to begin with. But I'll say it again, I know a lot of good readers that use reverse meanings. They love them, and we get along great. So if you use them with your deck, that's fine. So anyway, advancement, keyword advancement with the 8 of coins. That's advancement. Then I have 5 of swords is changes that are going on for the present, and 7 is ability, confidence, moving forward with the success here with the 7 of swords. What's going on in my past? I've been able to advance in the past with things. Maybe I've done some progress with this situation or situations like it in the past that I should look at. What was successful for me in the past that worked? Maybe going back and retracing my steps with some of that could be helpful on something that worked in the past, or I've got some good progress in the past with, even if the situations are not similar, you might be able to use it as an example and look at how you went about doing that. You've had success in the past, we all have. And so taking some of that success and looking at it and say, you know what, I had other situations where I was challenged with something I was trying to accomplish, and this is what I did. Sometimes we'll forget about that. we get so wrapped up in focusing on getting something done, we'll forget about how we accomplished things in the past. So going back, retracing things, looking to see what worked in the past for me, there might be something there that was helpful for you to move forward with this situation. Right now we're going through a time of changes, or if we are going through a time of, we should look at this and say, let's change some things here with the Five of Swords. Maybe it'd be a good idea to stir things up. We might be stuck because of the fact we're heading in a direction or doing things a certain way that isn't working for us. Stirring things up, mixing things up, turning things around might be a good idea right now. This might help us in the future with trying to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. This idea you have has potential to be successful. And I do feel that with the Seven of Swords, that's what's showing there. Anything's possible. So what I like to look at with the Seven and saying, what you're trying to do is realistic. It can happen. You don't give up on this. So you have a realistic idea about it, or if your idea seems a little far-fetched or like a long shot, look at it in ways that what is realistic, what is accomplishable, what can be successful that you think right now is in your grasp that you can try to accomplish. Maybe if you get one level accomplished, the other ones will follow. So just looking at any type of success moving forward with this, doesn't have to be complete, but the success here that I'm seeing with the sevens. I have the sevens as confidence, ability, success. I'm seeing that is possible, taking a step at a time though. Don't try to get the whole thing at once, just layers. Look in your past. You've done this in the past. You've done things in the past that you've worked for in the past that I see are going to help you turn things around. Look and see what would help, how you could benefit from mixing things up and rearranging things, and with the Five of Swords. And I do feel that if you take this quest of yours and take it in steps, you will see success. Small steps at once, at one step at a time, and that would be a good way to look at these three cards. Again, another ace. Eight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Here we have an Eight of Pentacles. Here we have the Eight of Swords, another eight. Strong signal that maybe something we should really look in the past about. And saying, there might be some potential looking in there. Because we're told to look here in the past again on things that we've advanced on. Going through a time where this is a new beginning for you, looking at things in a new light, seeing things not the same as they've been in what you're familiar with. Look at things, keep an open mind with things here with this Ace of Pentacles, because I see being open to new ways of seeing things will help you achieve what you're trying to accomplish. As you move forward here with the Three of Swords, threes are creativity, advancement, new beginnings, new situation, new ideas with the aces, creativity with the Three of Swords. You probably will find other options that you weren't considering at this point. Because of the open-minded, looking at things, open up your mind to looking at new possibilities. I see you being able to express yourself in creative ways that you weren't seeing at this particular time with the Three of Swords. Ten of Cups. Chariot. Nine of Swords. Ten of Cups are a completion. Something you've completed in the past, taken through to the finish, can help you, or might be able to help you find ideas how to complete something in what you're trying to accomplish. You've gone through complete cycles. taking those cycles and saying, okay, well, what, again, looking at our past and what will help us. Things that we've completed, we've followed through with and been successful with. Take a look at those. See if there's anything there that will help you. Right now, looking at it and saying, I got to make some progress here. I got to see things in a way that I'm moving forward and not letting things, not procrastinating, not putting things off till tomorrow, but moving forward now, doing what I can accomplish today, getting it done today if I can. Fast progress. That might help you too. Staying on top of things, not putting things off. Getting anything done you can get done now, get it done. Opportune times, opportunity with the Nine of Swords. Nines are attainment, completion, success, confidence again. Sevens and the Chariot pretty much work the same way. So completion, confidence, ability, success, and attainment with the Nine of Swords. This can be attained. These cards are showing that. Anything can be attained. But again, I think what you're going to find is that this has got to be some careful thought put into things. Things might not be the way that you're visualizing them to be. It's good to look at the end first. And lots of times we do that, but we look at things and saying, this is how I visualize it being done. And then when it is completed, we see that it was different than what we were anticipating it being like. Expect things to be a little bit different than what you were visualizing. Try to visualize what the possibilities could be in different ways. This might help you fine-tune where you're at right now and what you've done in the past. Looking at other possibilities. What if this is the case? What if I didn't think about this? Maybe it will be different than what I initially thought it would be. Visualizing what you can see as far as new possibilities of final outcome. We'll do one last. Seven of Wands, Queen of Cups, Hierophant card. Sevens, again, success, ability, confidence, moving forward. Something you're good at. Take something you're good at here, even if it has nothing to do with your question. Look at it in ways and saying, okay, well, how would this help me? How does this strong point that I have, how will it help me with what I'm trying to accomplish? A complete understanding of what it is you're doing. Look at the big picture. Try to see both sides with the Queen of Cups. Maybe there's more aspects, viewpoints than yours, more to consider than what you're looking at. Only your aspect of things. Look at other aspects too. You might be locked in to seeing things only a certain way. Opportunities for new guidance, new ideas, new opinions, new suggestions will be there. Keep an eye out for them with the Hierophant card. 3-card spread, past, present, and future. What in the past do I have that will help me, that I've done in the past? What am I going through right now in the present? And opportunities to watch for in the future. The 3-card spread. 3-card spread is a very useful spread. You could read professionally with it. One layer at a time. All you have to do is just keep throwing cards over, and then throw another series of cards over the top of them, and just keep on going. Over and over, and keep talking. You could also look and see what was here, and here, and put these together. So I don't pick them up off the table, I leave them on the table. That's that. I hope you liked it. Keep throwing cards. We'll talk soon.